Hello, everyone. This is part two of the website project that's going to take you to the end of the year using all the stuff you've learned for the semester. This is your final project. Okay. This will replace your final. Um, this will either be done super well or you will not do it so well, which I think is more of an indication of what you can do than a test at the end of the quarter. All right. So you're going to be creating something like West Side Wired, but it's not going to be exactly West Side Wired. All right, it's going to be a little different. You're not going to have a lot of the scrolling and stuff like that that Wired has. We had to pay a good amount of money to be able to get the website, and we renew a subscription every year. We're in Mass Comm right now going to use Weebly. And so it's going to be a little different, but it's going to be doable. Okay. So you go to Weebly.com, and one of the first things you need to do is that you need to get together with your group and figure out who is going to be the editor of your website. All right. This editor should be someone who is here every day, who's confident, who wants to do this, and wants to make sure that they are creating the website, making sure that the content is updated, and making sure everyone knows what's going on. So each group will have an editor. That's up for you to decide. Okay, if you want my input, if you wanted to do something like that, when I get back, I can do that. But for now, I want you to decide on who that's going to be, and that editor will come in and they will create the site. So, for instance, I'm going to go to Add Site on Weebly.com, and you're going to click Site. And there's different templates you can use. If you want to experiment with those, you can. Just for simplicity's sake, right now we're going to choose Squared. You could do the same thing. I'm going to click Choose. That's just the style, a template of what the site's going to look like. And you need to, this is the free version. So use the subdomain of Weebly.com. You're going to go ahead and name it your online website's name. Every group could have their own name. So you saw some of the other websites that I sent out. The Knight Errant is a school in St. Louis Park. West Side Wired, of course. You will decide on the a good appropriate name for what you want to do moving forward. So I'm just going to do Mass Comm Test. Okay, it says it's available. I'm going to click Continue. And this is the editor. Okay, so you can click here to add the headline. You can change the image right here. This is the front page. Of course, you're not going to use any images that they have. And over here is your navigation. So you can have about page. Your about page will have a picture of each of you with your name and your position, like what you do. A contact page for contacting the editor in chief. And then you're also going to have other pages that I'll put on Google Classroom what you need to have. One of those will be, for instance, the in-depth. So someone can click on the in-depth and read your stories and video and content for that. Opinion, entertainment, video and photos, and the front page here will be the news stuff. So the news items that you see in the school that you want to cover, speakers, projects, things like that. And basically, it's pretty easy to use. You drag and drop these items. So a text story can go right here, and then you can put images in there, galleries. It's got a lot of functionality. Okay. Any videos that you do, you have to be host through YouTube, which you guys can do. Audio, you can do SoundCloud, which I think you guys have already done, and you'll have the ability to import those into your website when you get there. One of the first things you're going to need to do is you're going to have to add the users. So you go to Settings and you go to Editors. And you click Add Editors. And what you're going to have to do is do the emails. And this should not be school email because you guys cannot receive outside emails. You need to use a home email. And the editor-in-chief of your website needs to be able to put this in and get everyone on board. Okay, everyone should be able to be administrators, so you can all go in and edit content and do what you need to do. And once you get those done, you'll have a list of people who are on the website, which are going to be the people in your group. You're going to save it, and you're going to be able to then all work on the website. All right, so you're going to build pages. You can click a plus. You can change the order of these pages. So the about's first. I think my internet's not doing great right now. But let's see if we can build a page, standard page, and I'll name this opinions. and I don't want a header, me personally. So I'll say no header, and visibility is like whether it's public or not. Oh, no more errors. You get the gist of it though. If you ever want to change the stuff, you can just go up here, and for instance, I will drag a gallery in there, an image, and you can upload an image from your computer. Here's my son with some crazy red glasses. Open it up. It loads it, and there's a picture on my website. All right, now you're gonna be able to change the size of that, edit the image, do some different things. If I click on it, for instance, I can just change the size right there. Geez, these errors. Most of the time I don't get that. So there's a small picture. I can put text on there. So you can put the text to the left column. Edit this story. So this could be a story that goes along with these photos. It's pretty well. The site gives you a lot of options. You can do a spacer, for instance, between the different stories, or below it, above it. See that? That'll separate those two areas. There's a spacer right there. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do. Basically, I'll be asking you guys to really work at it together, though. The thing is, you're all going to be doing content, but to work on the website together to get it to look to where you want it to get to, right? Because you want it to look good. You know, here's another website that I created real quickly for my journalism group, and it's a simple website, but it's functional. It works fine. It gives the parents of my journalism production courses information that they need. You have the big bars over here, so this would be for your guys. It'd be opinions, a video, in depth, those kind of things, and then this would be the content that's each one of those pages. Just remember that the front page, the home page of your guys' stuff, will be the news and will be links to all the stories, for instance, and you'll be able to scroll up and down just like we are doing here, to be able to see what's on your website. Okay, so when you go to your website, the front page, the home page, will be that stuff right there. This is my test one. And here's the front page. Boy, my internet's slow. And you'll be able to scroll up and down, and this is going to be the news section. The other stuff will be the other sections, of course. Now, until you click publish, nobody else can really see what you've got. You're all going to be able to log in and look at it, and then you'll publish it after. You can publish it after a few days, and then you'll be emailing me the names of your website, so I can start to check you every week and work with you every single day. Okay, so this will be a challenge, but it'll be fun. All right. Remember, if you have any questions, go ahead and talk to us.